if machines are making decisions and determinations for us, their design and training also has to be really carefully considered. So there's issues like, bias in data. So what do you feed into a machine? So I think, we had talked about the concept of DEI. So of course, you want AI to represent the entire population of the human race and not just, sort of select privileged pieces of that. But also, like what we saw related to that is the idea of responsible design. And so one story I'd love to share is from my previous company, Scarlett. So we built this new kind of a voice assistant who basically gave you proactive little mini briefings. So imagine Alfred from Batman, not Alexa. So you get up in the morning and Scarlett says, "Good morning, Michael, here's your day." Gives you a little inspirational quote, summarizes your calendar, gives you a weather report, etc. And we launched it as a mobile app. And what started happening is that people started writing personalized messages, not to the team, but for Scarlett. And they started saying things like, "Hey, Scarlett, I'm really lonely. You're the only person I can speak to. Hey, Scarlett, I have suicidal thoughts. What should I do?" And this was something we had never anticipated. Unfortunately, we were monitoring that pretty rigorously. And we ended up hiring a community manager. We ended up building out resources. I mean, we're not in a position to answer those questions, but at least we had the responsibility to direct people to their, to somewhere there where they could find more information for help. And so we ended up actually doing quite a bit of like redesign on the app to make it really clear that this is not a real person. This is just a little voice behind the team that's built this company. But it's really quite fascinating how these unintended consequences can happen, especially with AI, with technologies that look very human but aren't.